should we move on to watch this, boys?
Yes.
I watched a good movie that I would recommend to everybody, especially if you grew up reading Encyclopedia Brown or the Hardy Boys.
I did those.
It's a movie called The Kid Detective, which I believe is on Stars and may be available elsewhere. And it's about what would happen when Encyclopedia Brown grows up and maybe like things aren't really going his way. Like he seemed on top of the world when he was like 12, but maybe when he grows up, he's just like a regular, like run of the mill detective, down on his luck, private detective. And that's the concept here. I would say it's a dark comedy, and it's starring Adam Brody, and it was really well done. So to Mrs. Cheapy, I don't even know how she found it, but we just watched that, and it's under 2 hours, which is great. Yeah, it's really great. The Kid Detective. Try to check that out. Yeah, and if you did read those books growing up, then you're gonna enjoy it even on the next level. But it's great regardless. And we are all caught up on Schmigadoon on Apple TV. Ship, have you started watching that? I know Wombat watched it.
I haven't yet. We have been watching Ted Lasso, and the Miracle Workers started up again. So
Miracle Workers is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm caught up on Miracle Workers. I'm caught up on Schmigadoon, and I'm caught up on Ted Lasso.
Schmigadoon's pretty great.
Schmigadoon is really great. I know. Yeah.
I even, anybody who likes musicals will like that. Like automatically. So I recommended it to my mom, and she loves it. Like she's like, "Oh, thanks so much for the recommendation."
Same here, actually. My mother also thoroughly enjoyed Schmigadoon,
which is weird because it also appeals to me, a young hip man.
And me,
a younger hipper man,
a young hit man.
Look at all these Apple Plus subscribers, Apple TV Plus.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I got to get my money's worth.
You should watch Schmigadoon though, Ship.
I will. It's on my watch list. It's just we had some stuff before it. We had to get through our normal stuff, the stuff that was top of the list.
Did you know that Ted Lasso is still great?
I did. I watched the first episode of that, and I went, "Yep, still got it."
I'm not there yet. I gotta wait.
That's okay.
Gotta catch up. I'm also all caught up on The White Lotus, which is on HBO. Wombat, have you watched that?
Mm-mm.
It's really good.
I just said I watched Schmigadoon.
Okay, but maybe you watched other things.
Lasso.
I don't know. I told you about it a couple of weeks ago. I thought maybe you checked it out. It's really good, and I'm sure Wombat knows who Steve Zahn is. I had to Google to see who that guy was. The guy who's in everything, but no one knows his name.
Star of my favorite movie.
Which one?
That Thing You Do.
Oh.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
This may be his best role. He's pretty great in this. And there's a scene at a bar in the most recent episode between him and the manager, which is, it's really fantastic. So I would definitely recommend The White Lotus as well. It's a lot of good TV right now. Chip, did you watch the Snake Eyes movie?
I haven't seen it yet. I still intend to. It's just I have not found like the 3 hours that I need to go watch a movie by myself at a movie theater.
Right. My son beat you to the theater.
Well, he has a lot more time on his hands.
In fact, that's the first movie that he's seen in a theater with his friends.
Oh, it's a memorable one then.
Yes, he said it was good.
So that's his Gremlins 2 then.
Yes. Yeah, he seems to like it. And like you said, you don't have to have any prior G.I. Joe knowledge because I guess they just made it all up for this movie.
They just made it all up for this. They brought in some relevant plot points, I think, but it's all just made up.
I saw like snippets of an interview with Larry Hama, the guy who wrote all the lore for the original G.I. Joe stuff. I'm telling the listeners, not you. And he was like, yeah, whatever. So it's fine.
Where's Ship going? What just happened there?
I don't know what happened. Oh, there you go. There's Ship with Larry Hama.
Nice.
Yes, there he is.
Yes.
Gotta put that in a frame.
That's why I wanted to clarify. I wasn't explaining to you.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, yeah, sure, I'll be in your movie and get some royalties here, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he has his there's a fly flying around here.
Oh,
I know
get it.
I know he has his cameo in it, like Stan Lee. So
Nice.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to watching it. If it was available to stream on a service right now, I would have watched it already.
Right. Just
Kinda-
need to get the time.
Kind of where I'm at, right?
Yeah, they should do that.
It's coming to Paramount Plus, which was really strange. Like, if you have the Paramount Plus thing that just like launched, like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, and you have like a big like movie that nerds are looking to watch, but then you're just like, oh, we're gonna put it out on our service like 45 days after it's out in theaters.
That's probably contractual.
It probably but it's them. It's their movie.
It doesn't matter. It's not even necessarily contracts with the studio. It could be contracts with the actors in it, where it has to be a theatrical release before they can release it streaming. It's
a bad move because you know that like if you don't go like those first couple weeks, you're like, I could just watch this at my house in 3 more weeks.
Mhm.
It's not a winning strategy.
Well,
I think the winning strategy is like
this either. So
is the chart. I think the Disney strategy is the winning strategy in all this.
oh, you charge more, yeah,
right. Charge the $30 on top of the streaming service to get there.
And
the
they
HBO
proved that with
strategy
Black Widow.
isn't winning strategy to me either. Like
No.
just like here's our movies. I guess they're out.
But that's
There
the
you go.
best. That's the best for me. So
Yeah.
because I'm excited to watch Suicide Squad, and I'm
Right. I'm
do
excited
a
to watch
damn
Suicide.
thing.
Right, and then I'm going to cancel my free month of it right after that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did you guys watch the new Ghostbusters trailer?
from the director of Juno, yes.
Don't they know that it's old nerds that want to watch this movie, not like young kids?
But they want young kids.
They
to
want the
watch
young
this.
kids.
But the old nerds are waiting.
They already have the old nerds.
The old nerds, I feel like they may not have them.
And you know what it is? I think, don't you have a child that you can go
Yeah.
see this movie with? So now it's old
There's a lot of
nerd
movies, though.
with child.
A lot of movies out there. I don't know. It didn't look funny either.
Way
Isn't
to
that, isn't that a
gatekeep.
funny movie, Ghostbusters?
I mean, it's about
Hello,
the ass.
Ghostbusters. Ha ha ha.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's great, like the last one. The new He-Man show on Netflix.
I watched all 5 episodes.
I watched half of the first episode.
I'm disappointed in you. I thought you would make it at least through the first episode because I can't even talk about it until you
Right.
finish the first episode.
Okay, here's the thing.
You're going to
It's
spoil it?
literally 22 minutes long.
You're going to spoil the He-Man cartoon for us?
He wants
I
to.
mean, I could if no one cares.
He has the power to do that.
It's not even a He-Man show. first
I
of all.
saw him. His
I
butt
know.
looks bigger than I remember.
It's not really a He-Man show.
It's not him? Oh.
No,
It's a
it's
Masters of the Universe show, right?
It's a Masters of the. It's Tila and the Masters of the Universe.
My
Okay.
problem with at least the first episode,
And that's not a complaint, by the way. I actually
oh,
really
I
enjoyed
know
it.
what you're saying, Wombat.
I'm saying I hate women.
right? Too many
and,
women in
yeah,
it.
Too many women.
Too many empowered women. Why
Yep.
are the women so strong in this?
I know. Why is Tila, who's always been a strong fighter for the last 30 years, why is she a strong fighter all of a sudden? It's not like she was raised by the captain of the guard or anything.
How can she be man at arms?
Isn't
She's a
she
woman.
Isn't she the sorceress's daughter?
Well, we know that, but she doesn't. She still calls Duncan dad.
Well,
But you
yeah,
do,
he's
yeah.
he's her adoptive father. I know the
Yes.
story of Masters of the Universe.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think he is? An uneducated moron?
Yes. Everything you said is completely accurate and true. And we know this, but
Mhm.
she doesn't know it yet. And there's like they try to tell her like a few times in the show. Like Duncan's like, wait, I have one last thing to tell you. And she's like, not now. We have to stop evil thing.
Gotcha.
I
We have
don't
to
know.
stop Merman. It has a lot of fun Easter eggs. It has
Merman
like,
practically stops himself.
yeah.
Yeah, he always fucks everything up, and he can't even
Yeah.
talk properly.
Actually, he doesn't talk like that anymore. Now he talks like Batman. And when I say Batman, I mean Kevin Conroy is the voice of Merman in the
Oh. Why? Is he at least underwater when he's recording his dialogue? Because otherwise, what's the point? The reason why I didn't like the show is because the script seems just like the scripts from the 80s.
The first episode.
Are you sure about that? I feel like you're making this up.
Let me finish a goddamn sentence, will ya, Catman? So you wearing a cat on your shirt. So the first episode plays out like an episode of the 80s cartoon is in the first half.
And the second episode plays out like a Shakespearean play.
Yes. That's the first episode because at the end of the first episode.
And the third episode is a German opera. You'll never even know what's going on, but the music is. Mwah.
So, at the end of the first episode, He-Man has to sacrifice himself to save Eternia and stop Skeletor once and for all. And then they have to say, oh my God, everything sucks now. Oh, and the king loses his shit. And then the second episode starts up and it's like 5 years later.
Was there at least a PSA in there?
Yeah, Orko comes out and says, don't let your friends die without the king knowing that his son is really He-Man. And then the credits roll.
Does He-Man open up his organ?
Off. I don't know
does he kill himself with the sword? Does he commit seppuku and his organs spill out?
And you see his organs. And
wow.
Mm-hmm.
I had the organs.
Is this for kids or is this for adults?
Yes. I would say it's probably like a 12 pluser. Although Elliot watched some of it with me. So let's say a 10 pluser.
I like the art.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I like it. And yes, I spoiled the first episodes and I didn't even warn anyone, but who cares? Really.
What did you spoil? I didn't even hear any spoilers in there.
Uh-huh.
He said what happens at the end of the first episode.
He said it sucked at the beginning and then it gets better.
And He-Man opens up his guts and they spill out onto the floor.
And it ends on a cliffhanger. I'll say that too, which, I don't know if that's a spoiler either. Oh, it ends and it makes you want to watch more of it. So.
Right.
But I really liked it, actually. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't think I would, particularly like it very much. Yes, you need to get through the first episode. It is intentionally kind of throwbacky. There's a lot of Easter eggs if you know your He-Man and your He-Man figures. I think Shipwreck would kind of love it, just so he could point out, oh my God, I can't believe
I would watch it if I had Netflix. I'm not going to sign up for Netflix to watch this show.
Mm-hmm.
You could, though. In theory.
In theory, theoretically that is possible, but I'm going to live high on this month of HBO Max I have.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
You
got a lot of Rick and Morty to catch up on.
Right. What's the name of the show? He-Man what?
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, it's called Masters of the Universe.
I think it's Revelations or something, isn't it?
Yeah, Masters of the Universe Revelations.
Okay.
Not to be confused, they are releasing another He-Man in the Masters of the Universe show that's aimed at the Y7 crowd.
Ooh. Oh, that's under 7. I thought you said. Yeah. I thought you were going 17.
And Angry Men.
An angry man. Why is He-Man speaking small words now? Why small words, He-Man?
All right. Is that it for Watch This, boys?
I also watched the movies that made us on Netflix, the new season. Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Forrest Gump, and Pretty Woman.
I've seen those movies.
Yeah, it's the behind the scenes of all 4 of those movies. I learned some things I didn't know, and it was interesting. And there you go.
Let me know when RoboCop is on that show.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised.
I already know everything.
Okay.
No, there's actually a real RoboCop documentary coming out that's been in the making for years called RoboDoc, I think. And I think it's coming out
appropriate. Soon. Okay.
They even got Peter Weller to record something for it. Dr. Peter Weller, excuse me.
Dead or Alive documentary.
No, RoboDoc, I said. That's what it's called.